Over the last several years, prosecutors have injected themselves into the political process. They're assassinating our leadership politically and using the courts to do it and using underhanded tactics.
And prosecutors and defense attorneys are in an adversarial system that's supposed to produce the truth. But as Ken Cuccinelli said when he was Attorney General of Virginia, the problem is that a lot of prosecutors have forgotten that criminal justice system consists of 3 words, and they forget the middle word. Because in this system, prosecutors advance professionally and they advance politically by hanging scalps on the wall.
Because the prosecutor holds all the cards in a criminal case, he or she is the most powerful person in the courtroom.
Because we know power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And so our founders had an answer to this, and that is a system of checks and balances. And right now we don't have that. We have prosecutors with unreviewable charging authority. Thanks to mandatory minimums, they have the ability to pick your sentence.
It's the system of incentives and the way it works that creates the havoc. Because a capital case is a huge, huge thing for a prosecutor, and the last thing he or she needs is for somebody to say a couple of years later, oh, you were wrong. They would rather the innocent person be executed than to have that in the personnel file. All of these things are part of a system that needs to be reformed so that the incentivization is changed.
The new generation of prosecutors says, I've invested so much time in the case, we'd better dig deeper and find something. And that's a terrible echo of what Beria, the head of the Soviet secret police, said to Stalin. You bring me the man, I'll find the crime.
You see prosecutors going after corporate folks who may be unpopular at times. The problem is you may be unpopular at some point, and David knows this better than anyone else, but prosecutors have particularly gone after gun owners in a lot of cases.
We have so many crimes and so many regulatory crimes that involve prison sentences today that a prosecutor or the government can, in fact, pick you out and find something that you did that would subject you to prison time. That's just a fact.
If you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. If you are a prosecutor, everything looks like a crime.
Yes, we do need prisons. Rape, robbery, arson, homicide, absolutely. But we don't need it for a lot of these other crimes. Prisons are for folks we're afraid of, not folks we're mad at.